It's always the ones you least suspect.
Be very, very quiet. Nice and easy. If I must.
Oh, for Balderan's... Oh, for Balderan's sake, leave an old man in peace.
Watch the shadows.
Ravengard is lost. I am lost. I'll give you credit. I'm drowning in tears, and you hold out a fist. Alder would have done the same. When the people need a miracle, he said, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Lead me from my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Well done. Lead the way.
Time for discretion. Hello, you. The element of surprise.
Hear the news out of the foundry.
What? Tobin finally get crushed by...
Land's gonna pass.
Triumph after triumph. You have excelled in base villainy. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death. Your father loves you. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your own. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. The cruelty of the Slayer leaps around within. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, dear sister, must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Now he's just inviting us in.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
The Steel Watch. Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Now's not the time for wandering. You can explore once I'm out of Worm's Rock.
You've been saying that for ages, and we're still here.
Couldn't hire 2 dozen more fists for the cost of that thing.
Witness must have been
I don't know, dear. I don't
probably a
know.
drug.
All we can do is be patient. Calm down, dear. I swear.
Oh, I can't really glaze that pizza.
Yes.
He wasn't even hurt.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
Very well, then.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I almost believed you this time.
Calm down.
Not for communal use, it seems.
Oh, I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time. Now they call for the Steel Watch.
To the Flaming Fist, a bonus of 10 silver on successful recruitment of friends or acquaintances to our ranks.
I don't
The house was
know.
on fire. We were
All we
rescued.
can do is be
I
patient.
spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
What my friend means to say is that the witness must have been
Dozen more fists
mistaken.
for the cost of that thing.
Probably a drug.
Better. I
Lord Enver Gortash, handsome, noble, authoritative. He watches over the city, seeing everything.
That's That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no... Great!
Which means we're getting
No time to
real.
rest. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation.
The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Now's not the time for wandering. You can
Leave it at.
What path lies before me?
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? I met you before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She could...
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
You don't? But... All right, I'll go. But you'll see. You should have said yes. You'll wish you said yes. I met you could...
Isn't there a human crest she can join?
You don't? But,
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free. Chook, you believe you can survive without me? A practical choice. Oh, action, not reaction.
looking ahead.
I'm listening. Chook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
One day I'll catch a break. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hi. I met you but could...
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space.
But... I won't make it that long on my own. But,
This vessel is at thy disposal. Can't give up now.
Tikuro. 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 Tikuro.
Let's move. I should speak up.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
Breathe deep and move.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Thou art the...
This vessel is this soul.
Mind never quiet.
Nothing hurts anymore. Can't give up now. Still alive. So that's progress.
Hear me. Ceres's caress also has roots.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen,
Should mind my
it's got
step.
private rooms, music,
Doesn't make any
and
sense.
all-round pleasant folk.
It will when you've met the drown.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
What's up for discussion?
Treasure house? Den of decadent delights?
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon. Eat more fish. It's good for you.
What does it feel like?
In a word, sir. Exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burned like the noonday sun.
And the other person with you, they enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it? Sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next moment. 15 lamps. If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Shares's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain.
I'd love to chat, but I've got a suit to find. Who knew buying something so simple would take the bones of a day?
You have got to check out Dan Thelon's dancing acts. Their leatherwork is amazing.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on. Is expecting you.
Getting hammered or getting nailed?
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Do you not like it?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Have to keep going. Seems like a good moment to talk.
On with you then.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Not this again.
Don't touch me. The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will. Go.
It won't happen, I swear.
No one stopped me yet. Very well.
Lord Gortash.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Is expecting you. Please.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Ah, they're harmless.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
It's more than that. The way they look at you, judging you. I don't like it.
I'm not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and leave the watches to theirs.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Let us be resolved to...
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. Crawling back from his bloody disgrace. It's my favorite assassin. Gods, you're a sight for sore eyes. Orin told me she made a fool of you. But I should have known you wouldn't go down that easy. Then she didn't die. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated. In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me. Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf. But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself. Good, good. I can see you're still your old self. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Ousting Orin and helping you reclaim your birthright would be my greatest honor. With Ketheric felled, Orin proves treacherous. She craves the Netherstones for her own, desperate to impress Baal. She only cares for blood, and your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to the Scion of Baal. You are his dear prince. He created you to rule. Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge, sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
An ally could be useful, at least for now. And when he's no longer useful, well, we can dispose of him then.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it? A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. Before you do, come and witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
I should speak up.
Have I met you before? Could we maybe...
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
You don't? But...
I'm listening.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are a Charlotte, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hashalak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter? Then the feeling will fade like Vlaakith's craven projection. I am her child no more. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time
When I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tafki Nazin.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. Its rebellion against Orin and Gortash has been fierce, even as it executes their final orders. Once those orders are complete, there is a good chance it will break free.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed, though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Gods, you're beautiful.
I'm listening.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrect?
Shah's blessings upon you. If you're sure. Fine.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou art the master.
This vessel is at thy disposal. This
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Never a dull moment.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Have a lot on my mind. And well, in it.
I have such a headache.
now.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well...
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou art the...
This vessel is at thy disposal. Thou art the...
Moving in.
Shah's blessings upon you. All right?
What's up for discussion?
This vessel is at this soul.
Still breathing, despite everything. What path lies before me?
Speak, Oathbreaker.
Still breathing, despite everything. Time to press ahead.
Never mind. A young pink Clary would more suit the occasion. Bring it at once.
A city is only as mighty as its leader. Under Gortash, no army can breach our walls.
My palate needs cleansing. Though, I've grown quite...
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
Gortash is uniquely qualified for the endeavor. Under Gortash, the two will conquer the cult army and preserve our city and our heritage.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people, the right people.
An Archduke! Finally, someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
Your first act as Archduke, my lord?
We prepare an army of our own. The Steel Watch will be mobilized. Next, we identify all enemies within our walls.
Absolute's army won't stand a chance. Gortash will crush them like roaches under his boot.
Of course, it is the duty of a patriarch to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate.
Times of strife produce the finest leaders. Archduke Gortash will be no exception.
Minor adjustments around the west.
Good day to you.
Hail the Archduke. His safety is my duty.
My cousin told me had requested a shipment.
Gortash is uniquely qualified for the endeavor.
I
Under
trust the
Gortash,
request was
the two
denied.
will conquer.
We need to look at our own defenses until the danger has passed.
Finally, a leader worthy of this city.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Hush! Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
I'm not sure I believe her.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining? It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about.
They're a true miracle of engineering.
Ha! It'll be a miracle if they're still working in a Tender.
If it weren't for him.
Have you seen the Tiefling?
I'm ready.
Their own city. Your precious hero
No harm in a
liberated
little
them from one
conversation.
hell only to trap them in another.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Let's get going. Can't slow down.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
I should speak up.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Could tell you something.
What? Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us.
Gods, it must be extraordinary.
Here we go.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Gods, I hope they haven't put up the prices again. That ferry's my last chance out of here. Bakshi's got to have something that'll cover the rest of my fare. How do you know about that? Did those crooks down the dock send you? I told them I'll get the money in time. Not my fault they're charging triple. Take your money, my ass. No! I mean, I quit. Nothing wrong with quitting a job. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. gonna kill me!
They're harmless. Criminal.
If not over, then through.
Watch your back.
At least things have stayed interesting. All is ash and meat. At the ready.
We can bunk with 10 other people, and brothel,
Pleasure house.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. Nothing wrong with that. I hope you make the right choice. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delight? Sleeping in the gutter, then
I'll
that...
give it a shot.
I found so many victims of
scouring places like this behind.
They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Rich gods. Should have dumped a lot of them. It is our chance to start.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business. Circus would be more open to traders?
Gutter, then that den of iniquity.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Look at you. Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Break his nose. Good work.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
places like this behind.
Damn priests. I will not. It is our chance to start over.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Maybe the circus would be more open to traders?
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, do you now? Don't trust the whole thing myself. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Listen, it's got private rooms.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras.
No!
Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Tell me what I need to know, or I swear you'll burn!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. I knew I could count on you. It's that killer instinct I love so much. And now we know that Cazador's skulking somewhere beneath the palace. It'll be infinitely easier to track him down. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
God of the oppressed, my father.
And all round.
Someone there? Oh, for a skeleton key.
At least things have stayed interesting. Bet that will fit in my pack.
Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Which means we're getting real room.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. A list of names. Father Logan's on here. Crossed off. Target list, perhaps. Seems simple enough. Can't give up now.
in that den of beasts.
With haste.
Dar was right. This was a stupid idea.
Something over there.
Doesn't make any sense.
Here we're when...
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
You keep scaring our regulars off,
which means we're getting a real.
Our readers will be outraged. Sorry, can't talk. I'm on a deadline. This is front page material.
corpse regards you lifelessly.
Pushed, felt bones break. Darkness. Brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy. Man buying heirlooms. Vulture challenged him. None. East fled armies, lost everything.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Maybe I need more pockets.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood
So we should do nothing.
tomorrow.
Just wait for the next wave.
Rechtei hathran rust. Frey valdisk durovna. Frey vald iskablast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, the same monster hunters you met in the Hag Swamp. Their leader is burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn. So, you leave us no choice. You are too dangerous to walk this world, Spawn. If you cannot be redeemed, then you must be destroyed.
Outmaneuver them.
Got to press on.
I will not lose. I cannot lose.
Starry, this can't be the end.
Impero Tipi. Impero Tipi.
That nearly ended me.
Take you.
What's next, I wonder?
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly free.
No time to rest.
Wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let them marshal all their strength against
We
us.
do nothing. The innocent will
I do not
suffer
like
just
our
the same.
chances.
How delicious.
Looking ahead.
Still live.
On my way.
What will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act. Rechte frei.
Do
Im. So, the impossible spawn walks.
I have to admit, I don't love sitting down for a chat with people who've relentlessly hunted me.
I am offering an olive branch. Do not knock it aside, then we have no use for it.
On the way.
Well, so much for peace.
Down with you.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Blood comes easy these days.
Impero tipi. Impero tipi.
Blood comes easy these days.
Where do I go from here?
Time to push my luck again.
Time to push my luck again.
Tim.
Your time has come.
No one stopped me yet.
My faith will guide me.
Let's move.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Still breathing, despite everything.